Hello, my name is Rogelio Leonardo Rodriguez, and I'm going to demonstrate a demo of of the hackathon that I worked on. So the prompt, I no more like the theme of the hackathon for this week was what people need. So what I decided to engineer was an emotional support Discord bot. Yes, so this is entirely made in Replit. So I used Python to make it. So there's main.py, keep alive.py. The keep alive.py is to connect it to another host server to always keep the Discord bot running even when I close Replit because it's always running in the background. So this is important to make sure it's always running in the background when I close the website. Even though like I click stop running, it will always continuously run. So that's important too, especially for a Discord bot that you always want it online. And over here, we have the main file, which comprises of almost 250 lines of code of Python. Okay. And I think the most important things to talk about first, then we'll delve into the actual demo, are these four Python lists. Basically, this is an emotional support bot, right? So if So basically, the sad words list. Basically, if if a user like types like oh, I'm sad or I'm depressed or I'm unhappy today, or another scenario like I'm angry, because basically the Discord bot will essentially look for these keywords. When it finds a keyword, it will essentially look at the encouraging words list and then it will output that to the user, like cheer up, hang in there, or you are a good person. Right. So that's one scenario. Another scenario is like if the user's happy, they're excited, maybe they got like a high score on their like chemistry test or something. Like they done really well, or maybe they got a trophy for their sports celebration. It can be anything. It's the same idea as the sad words list, but in this case, it's the achievement words, meaning it has keywords. I'm gonna elaborate more on these lists because this program has basically the user can basically add more words. They can add more keywords because of user input, making the bot itself more robust and efficient, meaning that it's not limited to these words. The user can add on to it, making it more accessible, more dynamic. And that's the important thing. It needs to sustain its reliability. And that's my goal for this hackathon. I want it to be sustainable. So yeah. So that's what I wanted to talk about first. So same idea, encouraging word celebration. The bot, if the bot sees, let's say, first place or high score, it will look at high first, it or I won it or I did it, or like, oh, I won an award at like a track and field event, like a meet. And then it'll look at the celebration list, like, oh, congrats, great job support, or this calls for a celebration. Okay, now we got that out of the way. We can go into the demo. Okay, so I want to open up. So I have been doing some testing, as you can see. So these are like previous logs of me testing with the Discord bot, but now I'm gonna like demonstrate it. Okay, so let's just say oh, wait, hold on. Before we do that, we have to make sure we have to run the program. So we click run. Yeah. Okay. Okay, now this is important. What this web view is trying to say is that it outputs hello, I'm alive. Now this is important. Why? Well, this essentially goes back to the keep alive file. Basically, when it outputs this, it means that it's running on the host on another website. This means like, okay, the bot is running, it's confirmation that it's running at the moment. Okay. And then sure we have some console text down here. And then down here where it says we have logged in, this means that the bot is active right now. Once we hit run, it's active right now as we're speaking. Okay, now let's go back to it. Now the bot is currently running. So now we can do a scenario. We can make a hypothetical scenario. So let's say hypothetically, I'm sad in this case. So let's say sad. Okay. So it will always do this. Also, I forgot to mention, I want to point this out. It will randomly select. Basically, inside that list, the program will randomly select the an element in that list. So like if I say well, we can do it again. It doesn't really matter. If we do it again, it's gonna say something else. Like it will randomly choose an element from that list. Like you're a good person, cheer up, all that stuff. Okay, now that's the presets, the preset elements. What if the user wants to add more? What if they want to add more encouraging messages like keep it going or you should like, oh, you should talk with your friends and family to like cheer you up, right? So we will try that right now. So if we do $, so this is inside the code embedded, like you have to put the $, encouragement. Oh wait, no, it's new. Yeah, new. New means like you'll add a new one. New encouragement. But make sure to put the space because it's the syntax. Okay, now here, after the space, we can basically, this is the string. We can type anything. So let's say maybe talk to your family about your mental health. Okay. So now we hit enter. Once we hit enter, it will give us a confirmation that it was appended into the list. You see that? New encouraging messages, a message added. So this is confirmation that it did verify and it's inside that it updated the previous list into the new list. Updated it. Okay. Say, what if we want to see the list? We can do list underscore encouragement. And it will show us it won't show us the preset like the ones I showed you like before. It won't show the presets. However, it will show the ones that the user made. So we run this. Now, notice, yeah. So it will only show the strings that the user created, not the presets, because we don't like the presets. Oh, we wouldn't care about the presets. We care about the user input. Okay. And we have this. Let's have another one. Let's see, new encouragement. Well, what should we put? What else? Talk. Oh, I know. Send. Wait, no. Talk with your best friend at school. Okay, now we're gonna add another one. Now, all right. Now notice it says new messages added. New message added. Now if we do list encouragement, you notice that it appended the element to the user's input. Oh, okay. What if we want to delete it? You say, what if, oh, I don't want this string. I want to delete talk with your best friend at school. But what if you want to delete it? Well, you can do del underscore encouragement. Now, okay, now this is important. It will only take the index of the list. So if we look at here, so talk to your family about your mental health. This is at index 0. And then talk with your best friend at school. This is index 1. What if we try to delete something that is not in the list? Let's say, what about index two? We know index two doesn't exist, but if we try to do, if the user tries to delete something that doesn't, like an index that doesn't exist in the list, it will give an error. See that invalid, it tells them, it gives them the current list. So the ones that we have above here, and tells them to try again. So now let's try, let's just copy and paste it to make this faster. Okay, now let's say we delete something that's valid. Okay, now we get confirmation that encouragement message at index one is gone. It's gone forever. Okay, that's good. What let's say, what if I delete everything? Or let's say, oh no. The most important is like, what if you make a mistake? What if you don't type it correctly? So let's say, oh, Dell encouragement, encouragement, and oh no, that's a hat. Let's say you do this. Okay. So if the user makes a mistake, they don't type it correctly, it will tell them that the command format is invalid. It's void. It will never run until the user corrects their mistake. So right here, it tells them what to type. And then here is like, okay, you have to put a space in between here, and then you write the number. No, that's important. Okay. All right, now let's continue. Let's say we delete everything in the list, right? We deleted the index one. Well, let's delete index zero. Let's see what happens. Okay, this is important. Notice it says encourage messages. I mean, encourage message is, so we deleted the last element in that list, meaning that it's empty at the moment. And then the Discord bot will say no encouragement messages to delete. This is confirmation that the list is completely empty. Now, if we try to delete an index that doesn't exist in an empty list, it will say invalid. The reason saying invalid index is because there's nothing in there. And that's correct. You can't delete something that doesn't exist. So I'm going to try again, and then it will also say there's nothing in here, like no encouragement message to remind the user, hey, there's nothing in here. All right. Like if you want something to be in there, you could try adding more encouragement messages if you want. So yeah, that's how the encouragement messages work. It's the same idea as the what's it called? The celebration words. It's the same idea. You what I demonstrated in the encouragement is the same idea as the celebration. Same idea. You the append, the delete, all that stuff, and then the bot tells you what's the current list, the invalid index, all that stuff. Like I mean, I could demo it again, but the video would be way too long. So I'm pretty sure you get the idea. They perform the same function, but they have two different purposes. Like they have two different scenarios for the user, what they're feeling, if they're feeling happy or they're not feeling well. And the bot will accommodate. The user can add more. They can add more. Like they're not limited to these presets. They can add more, making it they can personalize it essentially. About it's all about personalization and creativity. And that's what I'm trying to strive for. All right. And that's yeah, that's pretty much it. That's one of the main features of the bot. You can access the presets. You can update with your own with the user input, making them more robust. You can add, delete. You can check if you want. That's very important. But yeah, that's all the functionality of them on my website. So the bot's right here. It's all connected. Yeah. I hope you like the this like little project that I made. I think it's really cool. Well, that's about it. Thank you for watching the video.